It's been a while since I've played a new guitar. I was interested to see what my initial reaction would be. You know, I opened the case and I found the AF155 to be strikingly attractive. I like the flame of the top of the instrument, the pickguard design. Generally, I find the Ibanez guitars are always well appointed. You know, so there's not so much that it's too busy, but there's enough that it catches your attention. My wife passed by and said, "Wow, that guitar's pretty," and she doesn't often say that. I count that to be a good endorsement. I was impressed with the aesthetics of the instrument at first, and then I just figured, you know, rather than grabbing the kind of picks I like and restringing it right away, I would just tune it up and play it and see how it felt in my hands. And you know, it felt like I was at home in a way. And my very first guitar, my very first real guitar, was an Ibanez Artstar. I got that at a store on Long Island in 1976. But the neck on that very first guitar was really sweet, and this one feels just like it. You know, I'm always looking for an instrument to facilitate the expression of my ideas, and so I found the guitar made it very easy for me to be me. You know, the first thing I played, rather than start playing scales, the first thing I played when I opened the guitar, when I opened the case, was a song, and I played the chord melodies, and it sounded like me. One of the first things I noticed when I started teaching at Berkeley was that the most popular brand at the school for students is Ibanez, you know. And so, you know, I guess I got this from an old guitar teacher of mine. Whenever I see somebody with a guitar like this, man, let me see it. First I grab it, I want to play it and see how it feels. And they're consistently high quality. What I've noticed that hasn't changed in terms of the quality of the instruments, which is not something that every company can say. Apparently, all the guitars from Ibanez still have the same quality of sound. They're consistent from top to bottom. And when I say top to bottom, I mean I get an equal response, tonally and a projection response, playing at the low end and at the high end. And I pick really hard, and the guitar doesn't, you know, give out when I dig in. I spent my formative jazz guitar years playing a single floating pickup and only a volume control, no tone knob. So I'm not one to manipulate the tone controls at all. So I tend to leave the volume knob around 5 or 6, and everything else, I believe, is between my hands and the instrument itself. The amp, I keep it the equalization pretty simple, pretty flat. And I think if you have a well-made guitar, you get a good sound. If you have a bad guitar, you get a bad sound. It's kind of that simple. I find the Super 58 custom pickups are very evenly balanced. The tone and bass response and the roundness and the smoothness of the sound is consistent from low volume to high volume. The pickups give you a really nice, warm, round, full sound, which is what, as a jazz guitar player, is most important to me. That I get that thumb, like a big fat sound, you know. And so, the wrong pickup on the right guitar ruins everything. You know, the right pickup on the right guitar makes it just what you need. For a hollow body for jazz, ebony's great because you have some of the warmth of rosewood, but you don't have the muddiness in the low end. Ebony gives you a crispness in the low end and some warmth at the top end that makes it most ideal for jazz guitar players. I think it's important when you're looking for an instrument that's roadworthy, something you can travel with, and something that's diverse, and something that's affordable, that you have a good mix of quality craftsmanship, you know, tone production and sound projection, and something that looks great. And so I think this guitar represents all of them.